Hi YouTube, Watchify here with another short video. And this one I'm going to ponder the question as to whether the days of the local mom and pop affordable brand watch dealer are perhaps numbered. In a recent video I mentioned how I almost always buy my watches online. I do my research, check out YouTube and other online reviews, then make the purchase and wait for it to arrive. It's actually a very convenient form of shopping, but I'd say one that also has its downsides, of course. In my recent Seiko SRPK 29 and 33 video, I mentioned how I bought those watches from a local dealer. The experience was eye-opening for me. Previous to that, I had purchased a watch or two from a major department store like Macy's, but this was different. This shop specialized in Seiko, Citizen, and G-Shock, and they had custom displays for each. So for me, it was like being like a kid in a candy store. It made me wonder why there were so very few other watch shops like this in my area. There's value in actually talking to someone who is knowledgeable with the products they're selling and you can tell is a fellow watch enthusiast. That is something I don't think you'll get at a department store, as those salespeople are hourly employees that sell more than just watches. Being able to handle the watch you're about to purchase is definitely a plus, as there are no surprises with cosmetic or functional issues. I would imagine it's always been difficult to run a small business with having to pay employees, rent on your shop, insurance, and various other red tape. But now I feel there may be another factor at play in terms of why affordable watch buying is shifting towards online sales. At least where I live in California, it's a common occurrence to hear about smash and grab robberies, many of these occurring at jewelry and watch stores. Thieves now just walk in during business hours and smash display cases and calmly take off with whatever they can fill their bags with. The police almost never show up on time, and even if the thieves are caught, it's debatable as to whether they're going to receive any significant jail time. Thieves know this, and therefore I think that's why they've become more brazen. In parts of the country, malls and shopping centers that used to be near full capacity are now mostly vacant as businesses weigh the risks and decide that it's best to close down or move elsewhere. So, if you're a watch dealer already running on thin margins, these thefts may be more than you can bear. With online shopping, there is no brick and mortar store to rob, no display case to smash. The watch you're about to buy is most likely in a secure warehouse not open to the public. Now the risk is transferred to the buyer, and the only way your item can be stolen is if someone stole the package from your doorstep. As more commerce moves online, we've seen a rise in this so-called porch piracy. With online watch buying, the consumer benefits in that you have much more selection than any local dealer could have. You can find lesser known models and even purchase rarer watches made for a market outside of your home country. I recently purchased this new Citizen ProMaster model, for example, that I looked and I could not find it for sale locally. It has yet to arrive, but when it does, I'll do a video on it, of course. So not only does the consumer benefit with online shopping, if you're a seller or a dealer selling online, you can reach a far wider audience, of course, and you're not limited to consumers in your geographic area. When talking about online watch buying, I want to make a distinction between the mostly affordable watch brands like Seiko, Citizen, and G-Shock, and the ultra high-end brands like Rolex and such. I know it's possible to buy a Rolex online with certain guarantees, but I feel people are still more reluctant to do that, and they'd rather buy in person if they're spending thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. I feel that the luxury watch dealers with their higher margins and more resources to hire store security, for example, will still be available, but the more affordable brand dealers will be pushed out or moved online. I know that there are still watch consumers out there that will not purchase a watch unless they can see and handle it in person, but I think those consumers will have less and less opportunity to do that as time goes on. With online watch buying, you lose that personal touch and instant gratification of walking out with the watch on wrist, but maybe it's inevitable that watch buying, along with most everything else, will be done mostly on the internet. As the local watch dealers slowly die out and disappear, warehouses and package delivery companies are thriving, and that doesn't look to change anytime soon. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found it interesting, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'd be interested in what your thoughts are about buying watches online versus in person. I wanted to, of course, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video.